You too. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hello, hello everyone. I am not Dr. Kathy. I'm just using her Zoom, but in the chat I see you all calling me her. I'm not her. I just use her Zoom to train for her team. My name is Roshon.
Eh,
Okay, hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. My name is Roshon, and I am going to be going over buy stops and sell stops, as well as the compound interest sheet. And then after that, I'll take Q&A, which is question and answer. Um, if you have any questions or comments before then, please feel free to unmute and let me know, or put them in the chat. Is there anyone that is totally brand new and have no idea, this is their first time ever trying to set a buy stop or a sell stop? Okay, Tanisha, okay. I think it's Tanisha. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm not good with names. Anybody else? Okay, Jacqueline, okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Is there anyone on here that does not know how to calculate pips? That's a big one, because it's going to be very difficult for you to set a buy stop or a sell stop if you do not know how to calculate pips. Okay, Irene, you do not know how to calculate pips. Okay. I'm going to try to incorporate how to calculate pips into this training. I did the calculating pips last time I was on, but I will try really hard, okay, to calculate it. Rochelle, some of the indices. Okay, now I'll tell you with the indices. Normally, Dr. Kathy gives you that entry point, but just learn the concept. The concept is going to be the same. Now, the calculation is a little different, and I'll try to go over those briefly. But the how to set a buy stop, how to set a sell stop is the same. The concept is the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I work off of my phone. A lot of people work off of their computer, but I'm going to work off of the phone. This right here is a picture of what your screen looks like on the phone. I'm going to go through some very basic things really quick, because I know that we have some newbies on here that are not very familiar with some of the things that go on with Forex. I'm going to go through them very briefly. I normally do it in my basic training, but I'm going to go ahead and go through it on this particular presentation just to help them. So give me a second so I can pull up my little pen. All right, so it went away. Okay. So the first thing you want to know is this right here, the dark letters, I'm sorry, are pairs. That's a pair. It's paired up $1 against another dollar. This particular pair is the Aussie dollar against the US dollar. That's how we read them. We call that abbreviation is AU. Underneath this, you will find what's called the spread. Okay, this particular spread is 34. At the time that I took this picture and posted it on there, the spread was 34. The spread number changes depending on your broker, depending on what time of the day it is. So please keep that in mind. Know that the spread is important, because that's how much you have to pay the broker before you can actually go into profit. Okay, so if you have a spread of 34, you're going to take the 34, put a decimal in the middle of the 34, and then what will happen is you'll have to give the broker 3.4 pips before you go into profit. So that lets you know that every trade that you place will always start in the negative. It just does. There's no way of getting around it. It will start in the negative because you have to pay the broker first. Okay, so that's some small basic information. So when you're wanting to do a buy stop or a sell stop, you're going to select one of these pairs. We call them pairs. So that's the ones that I'm circling right now. We call them pairs. Okay. Indices are the same way. See, like down here, I have copper. You can trade copper. You can trade a whole bunch of different other things. But remember, I'm going to use the pairs. The indices, gold, oil, which is indices are US 30, GER 30, NAS 100, all of those. Just substitute the word pair for those, and you will be able to still be able to set the buy stop and the sell stop. The numbers will be different. The calculation of pips are different, but the concept of how to go through setting a buy stop or a sell stop is the same. Okay. Give me a second, let me erase this and we'll go on to the next slide. All right, so once you've selected whatever pair you would like to choose, you say whatever pair you would like to have, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to hit trade. Now, if you're on this is an iPhone. If you have an Android, the concept on that one is still the same. Even though I use an iPhone, the concept is still the same. You will place your finger on whatever pair or indice or metal or whatever you want to trade, and a screen will pop up. On the Android, it says new order. On the iPhone, it says trade. So you would just simply select trade on the iPhone and new order on the Android. I know my writing is not very well, but I'm writing with a mouse. Please excuse it. Okay. Once you've hit that button, then you'll go on to the next screen. 1 second to get to the next screen. Got to erase all of this. Okay. And then on this particular screen, how you will go to where you want to do a buy stop or a sell stop is you will go right here to market execution. You will tap on that. Whether you have an Android or an iPhone, you'll tap on that. A drop down menu will happen. And when the drop down menu happens, then you'll press buy stop or sell stop, depending on which one you have decided you wanted to do, or depending on which one Dr. Kathy has called. Okay. Then what you will do is you will make sure right here is what your lot size is. So make sure that this is the lot size that you want. Normally what happens is it defaults to the lot size that you had prior to the last trade or the trade that you had right before making this trade. But we're dealing with technology and may try something different at any time. So make sure that you have the lot size that you want to use and that you're using proper risk management. Okay. All right, so hold on. This thing is not working very well with me here. I'm getting a little. Okay. There we go. All right. So here, as I said before, the drop-down menu comes. This is your drop-down menu right here. You know which one you want. That's what you would do. Now, what you'll need to know is that you would have to find where current price is. So on this particular, just for trading purposes, we're trading EUR USD. And let's say that the current price is right here. We're going to say current price is at 116.580. Sorry, 80. Okay, that's a decimal right there. So what you're going to do, and I'm incorporating, this is the part of the PIP calculation I'm trying to incorporate to help out with the people who do not know how to calculate PIPs, okay? So what you'll do is you're going to use the third and the fourth number behind the decimal point, which will be the 58 right here, to calculate your PIPs. Now this is only for pairs. This is not for indices or metals or indices or metals. So there's, you calculate those a little different. The concept is still the same, just where you calculate on the number changes, okay? So I will try to go over some of those at the end if you all ask me about them. But regular pairs is the third and the fourth number behind the decimal place. What you're going to do is, if you're going to do a buy stop, you're going to add 10, and I'm using 10 pips just for training purposes only. You can add 20 pips, you can add 100 pips, you can add however many pips you want to that number, but I'm going to use 10 for training purposes only. So you'll add 10 to that number. You'll add that 10, that gives you 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 1 is 6. And then you'll bring down the rest of the numbers, just like you're doing regular addition. Okay? So that will give you 1.6680. This is the number that you are going to put for your buy stop. Okay? So you would go in, and there's going to be a part up there that's going to say price. Oops, y'all, price. And this is the number that you would put in there. This means that when price gets to this number, it's going to activate you in the trade. Okay? You would also go and set your stop loss, which will go here, and your take profit that would go here. Now, if you have an Android, you would put the number in the center. There's a center number up there where price goes. And then on each side, there's a green line and there's a red line. Your stop loss goes on the red line, your take profit goes on the green line. Okay, so that is how you would do the buy stop. Now I'm going to do a sell stop just so you would understand how the sell stop goes. So there's a couple of steps to it. The first thing you have to do is you have to find what current price is. Buy stops and sell stops are used for future, meaning that you believe this is where price is going to go. Okay, and it's going to go there and continue on to your take profit. Okay, so it's like a prediction. Okay, like I said. So what you would do is you're going to find current price, say from current price that it is right now in the market, it's going to go here and then it's going to go there. That's what you're saying when you're setting a buy stop and a sell stop. Same way with a sell stop. You would say the same thing. Price is here, then you would say it's going to go here and then it is going to go there to my take profit. So let's do a sell stop, which is the opposite of buy stop. Give me 1 second to get, well, okay, let me go back one because I was going to go through these real quick. Just give me a second. I'll just stay here. That's fine. I'll stay here. So I did your buy stop already. I showed you how you do the buy stop. I'm going to do the sell stop using the hold on. I'm sorry, my little thing up here keeps moving. Okay. I'm going to do your sell stop going through these particular steps. Okay. Now, please understand this 12 to 15 pips is just for training purposes. This is not a, you have to do it. You can, that number could be 30. That number could be any number that you want to be in there that you believe this is where price is going to go. And then it's going to go to your take profit. So, excuse me. If you believe 12 to 15 pips, I used 10 in the last example, so this number could be any number. I'm going to use 12 pips to calculate with, because I want to show everyone how to calculate pips, kind of incorporating it into this particular session. So first thing you do is you find your entry price. Let's say entry price is 1.16580. Now this time we're going to subtract because we are selling. When you sell, you subtract for your entry. When you buy, you add for your entry, for your new entry price. So this is current price right here. So now you're going to subtract 12. I'm just using 12 for training purposes only. You can use any number there. You're going to subtract 12. You're going to bring down your 0. 8 minus 2 is going to give us 6. And 5 minus 1 gives us 4. Then we bring down the 6, the 1.1. So now we have an entry price of 1.16460. Okay. Now from our entry price, we're going to calculate our take profit and our stop loss. I'm going to go with stop loss. And let me give you my disclaimer about your stop loss. Your stop loss is the amount you're willing to lose. Okay. What you are saying to the market is, if my trade goes bad, okay, for some reason, the coronavirus just tends it to the opposite way. If it goes X amount of pips the opposite direction of what I believe it should go, then I want you to take me out of the trade in the negative, but I want to come out of the trade. Okay. Your stop loss is the amount that you're willing to lose. It's how much you're risking. Okay. So please keep that in mind. We, Dr. Kathy, myself, anyone else that gives trades normally on Dr. Kathy's team will not give you a stop loss, because we don't know what you're willing to lose. We don't know how big your account is. We don't know any of those factors that would determine how you determine a stop loss. For this training purpose, I'm using 30 pips stop loss for my entry price. That's what I just chose to use, but this is only for training purposes only. Okay. So minus 30 is how I'm going to calculate my stop loss from entry price. And I'm doing it with the third and the fourth number behind the decimal place. I will bring this down. I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. I'm adding 30. I apologize, y'all. Please forgive me on that. I got stuck on subtraction. When you're doing a sale, your stop loss is addition. When you're doing a buy, your stop loss is subtraction. So we're doing a sale, so our stop loss is going to be addition. Okay, because we subtracted to get our entry price, so we're going to add to get our stop loss. So 6 plus 0 is 6, 4 plus 3 is 7, and then we bring down the 6, the 1.1. So 1.6760 is now our stop loss, and that is what we will put in our stop loss spot. Okay, now in order to calculate our take profit, we have to go back to entry price, which our entry price is here. We got to go back to entry price. And what we're going to do with our entry price, let me see, 460, is now we're going to create our take profit. Now, if you're selling, your take profit is also subtraction. So you're going to subtract from the third and the fourth number behind the decimal place. And we're going to subtract 10 pips. Okay. Now remember, this 10 pips is for training purposes only. You can put any number there that you believe that where it's going to go, or what you want, where you want it to go, to your take profit. But I'm going to say, I just want 10 pips. So 0, bring down my 0, 6 minus 0, excuse me. 6 minus 0 is going to be 6. 4 minus 1 is 3. I'll bring down my 6, 1.1. So, excuse me, what will happen is your take profit is now 1.16360. And you will take this particular number and you will place it in your take profit spot. Okay? And that is how you will be able to have your buy stop and sell stop set. Once it hits your entry price, then it will keep moving until it hits your stop loss or your take profit in the market, depending on how the market moves. And which, when it hits your take profit or your stop loss, then what will happen is it will it will then take you out of the trade. Okay. Let's move on. Let me erase all of this. Now, these right up here are all the steps of how to put a buy stop and a sell stop together. I just went over these steps, okay, for the buy stop and for the sell stop here. If you want to take a picture of it, you're more than welcome to. It's kind of self-explanatory. You just have to have known what to do each time. That's it. Okay, so let's talk. Let me show you where each one of them will be placed. Let me just show you that really quick so that you'll understand. Remember when I said price? Price will go right here. This particular spot is where your entry price, EP, your entry price will go. So once you found current price, you've said, okay, I'm going to add 12 to it because I'm doing a buy stop. Then after you add your 12 to it, then that becomes your entry price. Then your stop loss will go right here underneath it. And then your take profit right here. Once you finish all that, you'll hit place. If you're on an Android, it's the same thing except for yours. In the middle, you have a line. That will be where your entry price goes. Then you have a line here and a line there. One is green and one is red. And then you would put your stop loss and take profit on those lines. The take profit is the green. And the stop loss would be the red line. Then at the bottom, you'll either hit submit or close at the bottom if you have an Android. And it looks something similar to that. I know my handwriting is not very, I'm not an artist, so I'm sorry, but that's the concept there. Okay, so erase this, and then we are going to move on. As soon as it allows me to move on. There we go. Okay, so now let's look at the chart. I've got to pull it up. Give me 1 second to pull it up. The compound interest chart. Okay, can everyone see the compound interest sheet? It says Bootcamp Compound Interest Spreadsheet. Can everybody see that, or do I need to, am I still sharing the wrong thing? No, you can't see it? Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me share it then. Hold on, because I'm not sharing it right then. Okay. Can everybody see it now? Yes. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So this is the compound interest sheet. It just depends on how much you start out with, depends on how fast you move up in the numbers. The smaller your account is, the slower it will move, okay? That is, I am not knocking having a small account. I can tell you that I did the $10 one. I have several accounts. I've been doing this for about 12 years, 2 years, 2.5 years. Lord help me. About 2.5 years. But after I made X amount of money, I wanted to go back and see if my skill was good enough to grow a $10 account. I heard Dr.Kathy talking about it, and I was very, very interested in it. And I was like, I want to be able to say that I have that testimony. I can take that $10 and make it X amount of dollars. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I started out on that adventure to see if I could do it. How you read this particular, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but how you read this particular bootcamp spreadsheet, which if you need the bootcamp spreadsheet, inbox me, I will send it to you. I have no problem. I got it from Shantae, and I think it's really, really good. As you look here, these are your number of trades, and I'm gonna try to, let me get my little pen out so I can make sure that you all see what I'm talking about. These are the number of trades right here. All of these right here, the number of trades that you make. Now, keep in mind, when I did mine, I was brought up on the system because I started trading with Dr. Kathy 2 years ago. And I was brought up on the concept that you do 1 trade a day. Okay, so you can do multiple trades a day. Once that 1 trade is done, then you go to your next trade. Once it hits take profit, but you do it 1 trade at a time, okay? And you can place as many trades as you need to place in order to grow your account, 1 at a time. So if I put 1 trade in, then I wait for that trade to hit take profit, and then I go to the next one. And then I put another trade in and wait for that one to hit take profit, then I go to the next one. So this particular spreadsheet does it off of about 10 trades a day. Now, it may not flow that fast for you, because here's the days right here. It may not flow that fast for you because we can't control the market. Sometimes you may get into a trade and it takes 2 or 3 days for it to hit take profit. Nonetheless, it does hit take profit. Dr. Kathy in the London payout, it's her and Kevin are sending out massive amounts of pips, okay? I mean, it's unheard of when I first started trading, but they are sending out buku, massive amount of pips. So definitely get that London payout if you want to work with them as far as trying to grow your account really fast. I do my own trading because I've learned how to read the charts and I know how to make money. So one thing you don't want to do is over leverage your account. That has to do with risk management. If you're on this training, you should be an IML and able to go into the IML back office. There is a wonderful tool or lesson in the academy about risk management. Risk management is just not about using your lot size and your stop loss. It's about certain trades that you can put in your account that will move the same way and cause you to be negative at the same time, and that's not what you want. For an example, GBP AUD and EUR AUD, they move the same way. So if you're negative in GBP AUD, you're going to probably be negative in EUR AUD. So those are risk management things you want to think about. Here's right here, it says 1 trade at a time, and you're risking 5% each time. So with $10, if your leverage is 1 to 500, that's the account leverage, not your leverage as of making a trade. But your account leverage is 1 to 500. You're going to be able to probably make a 0.01 lot size, which is right here. A 0.01 lot size. Okay. If you do a, hold on, I gotta move I can't see over here on the sides. Okay, great. Your daily target is right here. It's $1. Now, I know that you see that it says 1050 right here. That's going to depend on your spread. And it's only giving you 50 cents, but it depends on your spread, okay? Your spread, remember, I told you, if you do 10 pips, because this is how many pips they're saying that you need your target pips, it's 10. If you do 10 pips a day, if your spread is 30, let's put it that way, it's 30, then you're only going to get 7 pips, okay? Because you have to pay the broker first. So really what would happen is if you start out with $10 here, then if you just place one trade that day, you would really have $10, okay, and 70 cents. And I know that looks weird, y'all. I can't write with this mouse very well, so just bear with me, okay? But it's $10.70 because if you place a 0.01, 10 pips is going to give you $1, okay? And of that $1, 30 cents belongs to the broker because you had a spread of 3.0, okay? So, and your spread comes from that number that's underneath your pair. Remember that. And so you'll keep doing it. You'll keep doing it every trade. For the first, if you have a $10 account, for the first 20 trades that you make, it's going to be a 0.01 for 10 pips. So you will only be earning $1 each time. And that's going to depend on your spread, okay? Because you're only doing 10 pips and your lot size is 1.01, okay? So just remember that. So these numbers right here that you see, they will fluctuate depending on what your spread is, okay? They will fluctuate. So you could set 10 trades and you may not get $16.29, or you may set 10 trades and get $18 or $17, but it's going to be right around this number, but it depends on the spread, okay? So that's not an exact on the amount that you were in with, but if you trace the plays, your account will grow. Now, what I will say is, hold on, let me move this again. There we go. What I will say is that, here it goes again. Okay, give me a second. It's doing its own thing, y'all. Okay. Is that if you start with $50, it's the same way. If you use a 0.03, because you're only doing 5% of your account. Now, 0.03 would yield you $3, okay? But as you can see, instead of doing 20 trades with 0.03, you start to move up in your trade amount. Your lot size. You start to move up in your lot size over here, okay? And you still do 10 pips as your target, okay? And your balance, but your balance is bigger. Then they also have one where you start with $100. Now I will tell you with my $10 account, right now I am all the way down here. I am at the $807 mark with my $10 account. Have I had losses? Yes. Okay. Will you have losses? Yes. When you get a loss, you just go back. So like I got up here to $520, and then I put a trade in 0.25 like I was supposed to, okay? And it went the opposite way. And I ended up back here at $300. So I just picked up from $300 and started trading again, starting all over right there. But I had a stop loss, so it hit my stop loss. And that's what the stop loss purpose is, so you don't lose your entire account. Okay, so let me erase this. And that's pretty much the information on the spreadsheet. Stop losses. I incorporate a little bit of PIP calculation in there for those of you all that didn't understand PIP calculation very well. So now we are at the part where I allow you all to ask questions. So if you have questions, oh my goodness, you may put them in the chat, or you can unmute and ask me. Nobody has a question. Oh, wait a minute. I see questions are coming through. Hold on. Give me a second and I will get to your question. There we go. I'm trying to rearrange my stuff on my screen so that I don't miss anything. Okay. How do we get the spreadsheet? Inbox me, Chris. My name is Roshon Kerneston. I think it's RWJ Blessing on the Telegram chat. If you inbox me, I'll send it to you. I'm not sure about putting it in the actual group chat because I'm not sure that that's what Dr. Kathy or Shantae wants me to do. So I will send it to you if you inbox me, Chris. Okay? What if the spread is a triple digit number? If the spread is a triple digit number, you're gonna, so if you have a spread that says 208, that's 20.8. So you would have to give 20 pips before you would go into profit, Lynette. And that's a big spread. That's a real big spread to me. Okay, what was my my Telegram chat is RWJ Blessing. RWJ Blessing. Chris, I just answered yours. Okay, on indices, you want to see about indices. That's I think her name is Irene. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. How do you calculate US 30 and GER 30? Okay, y'all hang tight. I'm about to pull those up. Let me pull it up. Hold on, because I have a presentation for that too. Just give me a second to pull it up. Uh-oh. I done clicked and did something, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what I done did. Oh, no. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? This should say calculation of US 30 GER 30. Does everybody see that? Yes. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so, okay, Chris, I just got it. Okay, I got it. I'll send it to you as soon as I get through with the training. Okay, Chris? All right, so calculation of US 30 and GER 30. You're going to use the first and the second number before the decimal place. Now note, it can be different depending on your broker, because I did it based off of Hugo's way, okay? Because that's the broker that I use, but I have heard that it's different if you have a different type of broker, okay? So let's calculate. Let me get my little pencil here. All right, so US 30. Let's say we're just saying this is your entry price. Your entry price is 266.90.00. So you're going to take the first and the second number before the decimal point, which is 90. And if you're going to buy, you're going to add 10 pips or however many pips you want to add. That's going to give you 100. I'm adding 10 pips for training purposes only. So 90 plus 100, 90 plus 10 is 100. Now, when you have a number that is a 3-digit number after you've calculated your pips, you have to do something a little different. You have to take the first number and then you add it to the very next number, which is that third number before the decimal place. So that'd be 6. So I'm going to add it to that 6. That gives me a 7. And then I will add the 2 zeros in the first and the second number before the decimal place. That would give me 700. So my buy take profit is going to be 26700.00. That's how you calculate the buy. If you're doing the sale, you go back to entry price. You're going to get 90 because that's the first and the second number before the decimal place. We're going to subtract 10. That's going to give us 80. We'll take the 80 and we'll place it in the first and the second number before the decimal place, giving us a sale take profit of 26680.00. GER 30 is the same way. You're going to use the number before the decimal place. And I see the chats popping up, but I can't do the chat and teach at the same time. I'll get your chats in a few minutes. Okay, so GER 30 is the first and the second number before the decimal place. So you take 34. You're going to do a buy, take profit. You're going to add 10 or whatever number you decide. 10 is for trading purposes only. And then that's going to give you 44. You take the 44 and you place it in the first and the second number before the decimal place, giving you a take profit of 12544.00. You're doing a sale take profit. You're going to go back to entry price. That's your 34, which is the first and second number before the decimal place. You're going to you're going to subtract 10. That's going to give you 24. And then you'll take that and place it in the first and the second slot before the decimal place, giving you a sale take profit of 12542.00. And that is how you calculate GER US 30 and GER 30 and US 30. Now, if you're doing a sell stop, you use those same numbers and then you subtract or add depending on whether or not you're trying to do a buy or a sell. Okay, and that's the Cliff Note version on that one. Okay, let's check the chat. I saw stuff popping up. Okay, I noticed that the indices sometimes spreads are like 52.7. How do you calculate that? You're going to give about 52 pips to the broker because you would take that 527, put a decimal behind, in between the 2 and the 7, and that's what you would be giving the broker. Indices are not meant for those small accounts I was just talking to you about. I grew my my $10 account only using pairs. Okay, for a $10 account, you cannot do these indices and the metals and these pairs and they're making money, lots of it, I know, or whatever. But you need an account of at least $1,000 to do these. They are very volatile. I'm just giving you a warning, a disclaimer, because I don't want anybody to blow their account trying to do those. Those are very volatile. I have heard of people with a $200 account doing US 30. I have done it before. But if it ever goes negative and does a pullback, it can pull back and blow your entire account. If you have an account that is $10, they're not going to let you place it unless you have like a $1,000 to $1,000 leverage, and that's not a good risk management tool. But if you have an account $10, $50, $100, $200, it needs to be at least $1,000 in your account for you to do these indices and these pairs. That is just my recommendation. That's just Roshon's recommendation. If you feel like you don't want to take that recommendation, you do not have to take that recommendation. Okay. But I am just trying to caution you because I've made a lot of mistakes in the last 2 years. And I don't want you to have to go down the same bunny trail. Okay. So yes, they make bukus of money. I trade them, but I trade them in my big accounts. Okay. That can hold them. And that is all I trade in that account. Dr. Kathy is the same way, that she trades them in her big accounts. That's all she trades in that one account. That's all she trades. Okay? Just understand that. All right. Are there any more questions that I can answer for you all? I'll answer anything I can possibly answer about Forex. Any questions that you may have, I'll do my very best to answer them for you at this time. Okay. Well, I am not going to, oh, I had a question. When will you have your next basic training? I'll do my next basic training on Monday. I had a rough semester this semester. I don't know how many of you know, but I am a school educator. And so this week we happen to be on spring break, but I'm a school educator. And so I sometimes have a rough time getting here. And Dr. Kathy will tell it because she's so proud of me, but I am the principal, okay? And so since I'm the principal, there are things that come up the principals have to handle, and I don't have a choice. I have to handle it. So, so sometimes I can't make it. I put it back on Mondays because Mondays kind of seem to be the best days for me. So it will be next Monday. It'll be at 7 o'clock, and that is when I will be on. I'm trying to get consistent with it, but when stuff happens, it just happens. I mean, if we lose a kid, unfortunately, that parent doesn't care. I have to come home and do a training. They want their kid found, and I can't leave till that kid is found. Okay, so things just pop up. But next Monday is my training. You're welcome. All right. Well, if oh no. Let me type. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Give me a second. I'm gonna type my Okay, so my name is Roshon Kernessent, and then you give my screen name for Telegram is RWJ Blessing. I just typed it in the chat. It's RWJ Blessing. Okay. And that's it. You're welcome, Jacqueline. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I am flexible. If there's stuff that you would like for me to train you on or train people around you on, or something that you don't understand, then feel free to feel free to let Shantae, myself, Dr. Kathy know. I am here to help you. I don't get paid to do this. I do this because I want to help. So if you have questions, if there's something particular, if you don't understand risk management, if you don't understand buy stop, sell stop, PIP calculation, if you don't understand whatever it is that you do not understand, feel free to let me know or let Shantae know, and we will do our very best to get you a training on it. I'm trying to be very consistent on Mondays, and I think that I will be just fine, especially when summer starts. And I will be training out the yin yang. So just whatever it is that you need, I'm here to help you. I'm here to make sure that you're successful. I've done a lot of bumpy road to get to where I am. And so some of those bunny trails, I can stop before you go down those bunny trails if you're willing to listen. Okay. How do you get Telegram? It's an app you have to download first, and then you sign up for Telegram, and then you can get placed in the chat, Rochelle, Who signed you up? Whoever signed you up should be able to help you get in the Telegram chat. Can you do a future training on moving stop loss into? Yes, I will. I'll put that on my next one. Moving your stop loss into profit. Yes, I can do a training on that. I'm okay with that. The money line. Yes, I will teach the basics of the money line. That is Dr. Kathy's baby. And I will tell you, I will teach it. Okay. But if you talk about the money line with Dr. Kathy while she's on, she will not acknowledge you. Okay. So I will teach the basics of the money line. There's a lot to go with the money line, but I will help you with the basics of the money line. Yes. I'll talk to Shantae about possibly teaching the basics of it. Yes, there are a lot of names on Telegram, but you have to look for mine. Like I said, it's Roshon Carnescent or it's RWJ Blessing. Let me see who you. Jacqueline, is Jacqueline Stubbs your name on Telegram? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull you up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to I'm gonna post in the chat, and then you can just pick me out from there. Okay, hold on. Are you in the chat, Jacqueline? I'm gonna put hello. I am Roshon, so everybody can see it. If you need to inbox me, you can see who I am. So you should be able to inbox me. I just put it in the chat. You don't know? You don't know if you're in the chat, Jacqueline? Telegram is new to me. Okay. Those of you all who are new, whoever signed you up should be able to get you into the Telegram chat. I have Telegram. How do 8 get in Dr. Kathy's chat? You have to be on Dr. Kathy's team. That's the other thing. I forgot about that part. Yes, this is being recorded. If you are not on Dr. Kathy's team, you are not in her chat. Okay? So if you're not in her chat, you're probably not going to have easy access to me. I'm going to be honest. But if you're in Telegram, you should be able to get to me. And whoever signed you up should be able to sign you up for Telegram. Is IML Elite Trading. Is it IML Elite Trading? I'm not sure what you're asking me, Jacqueline. Thank you. If we have the London payout, or we on her team, no. If you have the London payout, that's a subscription that she offers with IML, but you are not on her team. Okay. But you should be able to have access to Telegram, and you still should be able to look me up. Because I'm looking at it right now, and you still should be able to look me up. If let's see. Because I'm on Telegram, and anybody has access to me on Telegram. Yeah. Okay, that's fine, Jacqueline. What's S&P? No, I did not. I did gold. I did. I did not do gold either. I didn't do S&P or gold. I did GER 30 and I did US 30. I can do gold and those other indices on the next training because we're wrapping this one up right now. I believe it's Cherie Adams. I can do it on the next training on Monday. I'll make sure to put that on my checklist to do that because I'm supposed to also do how to move your stop loss into profit. And I will do that on the next training. I didn't realize that there were people on here that were not on Dr. Kathy's team. So I apologize for some of the information that I've given you. Oh, well, that's why I came, because it's in 500 the beast. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was why you came. But S&P 500, I will make sure that I do it on the next training. And the trainings are recorded. Once I saw that she posted my last training on YouTube. So if you subscribe to her YouTube channel, and anybody can subscribe to her YouTube channel, Dr. Kathy's YouTube channel. Yes, I will do oil next time also. I'll do that whole calculation too. If you subscribe to her YouTube channel, I did oil on the other training that she uploaded. So you can do that. Subscribing to her, yeah, she uploads all of these videos on her YouTube channel. And it's just, it says Trading with Roshon. That's what it is. And you can look on her YouTube channel, there's a lot of it on there. So if you're not on her team, definitely subscribe to her YouTube channel. All of her trainings are on the YouTube channel. And the one tonight will probably be posted in the next few days on the YouTube channel. You're trying to get Dr. Kathy's group so you can trade with her. The last time I checked, I think you had to like be inactive for a certain amount of time and then you could come back on somebody's team, but I'm not quite sure how that works still. I don't think you can jump team to team because they don't want people stealing people from each other's team or whatever. You do have to be signed up. In order to be on Dr. Kathy's team, you have to be signed up by somebody that's already on Dr. Kathy's team. And that's how you get on her team. Okay, I will friend you on Facebook. Oh, sure, Cherie. Yeah, befriend me on Facebook, and I can send it to you through Facebook. The whatever it is that you need. Yeah. Someone suggested I should do it. Yes. Yeah. I mean, now don't get on my Facebook unless you love God, because I talk about Jesus all the time. So don't get offended. Okay, do that and see if she's on Dr. Kathy's team. Someone from my group suggested I do it to earn what I learned. Yes, yeah. And like I said, through IML, you can subscribe to her London payout. She puts trades in there, and those trades have been like, they had like 8 losses. If I'm quoting right, I think it's like 8 losses and 92 wins, something like that, over the month of February. Like 92, they placed 92 trades, 92 trades hit take profit. You can't beat that with a stick. Okay, account grown hugely. Okay. Nope, I'm not going to be offended because, all right then, okay. Okay. All right, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and complete the rest of my spring break this week. I'll be trading on my own, and I hope that you'll be trading also with Dr. Kathy. Get on with her sessions. She teaches as well as she trades. That London payout, you can't beat the ratio. 8 losses, 92 wins, or was it 6 losses, 94 wins? I'm not sure, but it was in the 90s how many wins they had. So definitely get on with her. And the ECC 11 strategy, amazing. I made so much money. I still make money off of that in one of my accounts. I love that ECC strategy. I think Teresa does that one. Get on with her, learn how to do that ECC 11. That'll help you start to learn how to trade by yourself. Simple, easy steps to be able to trade on your own. There's nothing like being able to trade on your own. I'm telling you, nothing like it. Yes, yes, they made a lot of money with that London payout. It is everything. My Facebook name is Roshon Carnescent. I'll put it on there. Oh, did you teach that? How does the access? ECC 11 strategy is through the web analyzer. I think it's called Vibrant. Now you have to subscribe to it, and then I am not going to take that away from Miss Teresa. Teresa gets on pretty much every night around 8:30, and she trades and she teaches how to do the ECC 11 strategy. It is gold, okay? Gold. Oh my God, I made so much money doing that. And I can do it all by myself. I don't have to ask nobody. Teresa is on Dr. Kathy's team. Again, she's on Dr. Kathy's team, but she does trade at night. If you want to see if Dr. Kathy will allow you all to go through one of her trainings so you can see it, you'd have to get with Shantae. I can't give that information to you all. But I'm gonna tell you, between Dr. Kathy's ECC 11, and ECC 11 strategy, Dr. Kathy does it. She does it on IMLTV. So make sure, yeah. Please market settle now from what? No. Yeah, the market should be kind of settling. They should be kind of settled right now. But Dr. Kathy does it on her channel, on the web analyzer channel on IMLTV. And I think I can't remember, it's called Vibrant. Anyways, it's the old web analyzer. And so she does it on IMLTV. Vibrata, thank you. Okay, thank you. And so she does it on IMLTV, and she teaches her strategy on IMLTV. So get on with her. Get on with her when she gets on in the mornings. She teaches it. Now we go a little bit more in depth on our team, but she teaches it to everybody in IML. And that ECC 11 strategy, it is gold. Okay, gold. If you learn how to trade that, it's gold. Okay. And my Facebook name is Roshon Carnescent. If you all want to Facebook, become my Facebook friend, you may have to let me know that you were on one of my trainings before I let you be my friend, because a lot of people try to befriend me and I don't quite know everybody. But if you tell me I was on one of your trainings, we'll be friends and you can talk to me that way if you can't get on Telegram to talk to me. And I just put my name in the chat because I know it's weird. My husband gave me that last name. I can't help it. So. Okay, so if there's nothing else, I'm going to get on off of here. Thank you so much for attending my training. I appreciate it. I hope to see you next week when we talk about more ways to help you be a successful trader. You all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.